Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, and how do you do? How do you do, my dear students? Namaste and welcome to today's English class of grade 7. We are in Unit 8. Okay, so we are in Unit 8. Today we are dealing with grammar I and I. So we are doing activities related with grammar topic and its exercises in today's class. In previous classes, we have already done with a text called A Trip to a Village, and then we did in another class we did listening, speaking, and pronunciation. Today we are doing grammar. Okay, so before I start the grammar topic, let me make you guess what grammar topic are we going to deal with. Okay, for that, I'm going to write some sentences on the board. Please look at me. Okay, Ronita. Ronita is tall. Ronita is thin. Ronita is tall. Ronita is thin. And I'm going to combine both sentences into one. Ronita is tall and thin. Ronita is tall and thin. So what is this use of this and over here? What is the use of and over here? Yes, obviously, this word and connects these two sentences. Connects, combines, joins these two sentences into one. So you have a guess, right? Now you can guess what we are talking about, going to read about, discuss about. Okay, let me give you one more example. Nepal is a beautiful country. Nepal is a peaceful country. Can you join these two sentences into one? Obviously, we can, right? Nepal is a peaceful and beautiful country. So in this way, we can join two sentences into one. So the word like and, there are many other words also that joins two sentences, two clauses, two words together. And these joining words are called conjunction, right? Conjunction. They are called conjunction or connectives because it connects two. They are called connectives or conjunction. They are same thing. That is what we are going to discuss. Now look at here. You might be wondering to look at this text. A trip to a village. We have already done reading with this text. But today I have brought the same text again to read it again. Okay, read it again. This time we are not going to do any comprehensive task over here or any question answers over here, but we are here to find out such words that joins two words, two sentences or clauses. Let's go through this text. Are you ready? I hope all of you are ready. Okay, let's move on. A Trip to a Village is the title. Last year, 3 friends of mine decided to spend a holiday in the mountains. They set off by car early in the morning. And by the late afternoon, they had almost reached the village where they were going to stay. After stopping for a quick cup of tea at a wayside cafe, they set off again along the winding road that led to the mountains. They had a map with them, and according to the map, the village they were going to stay in was only about 15 miles away. So, did you find the words? The words that we discussed? The words just like we discussed? Yes, you found right. Where is it? Let me show you. Is it over here? Yes. And look at here. They set off by car early in the morning and by the late afternoon. So two ideas are joined over here, connected over here by the use of and. Are there any more? Yes, again and is here. So both use of and over here is the same for the same purpose and is used. Some more. Okay, let's go to next paragraph. Continue. It got dark long after this, and it began to rain too, which of course made it more difficult to see the road clearly. After they had driven for about 15 miles, there was still no sign of the village. Obviously, the map they had was not a very good one. Have you found here? And again. Are there more? No. Okay, continue. Let's continue. They went on for another 5 miles and then the car suddenly stopped. At first, my friend thought that they had run out of petrol, but on examination, they found that this was not the trouble. Something else was wrong with the car. Since they could not start the car again, they decided to spend the night in the car. Though they had very little food with them and there was not much room for 3 people. So what do you find over here? But, okay, here's and also, and, but, then, and again. And you can see here though as well, though, T-S-O-U, just though. Use of this though is also to connect the ideas, connect the sentences. When? We have already talked about and, right? When we join two sentences of equivalent meaning, at that time we use and. But is used in contrasting ideas if there are two different ideas. Like, at first my friend thought that they had run out of petrol, but on examination they found that this was not. It means what first clause says is not in the second one. It is in fact the different one. That's why but is used here. Contrast ideas is presented in over here. That's why there is use of but. Somehow similarly, though is also it says that gives a different idea in two clauses. Since they could not start the car again, they decided to spend night in the car. They decided to spend in the car, time in the car, night in the car, though they had very little food. Though, bhairapan, okay, they had little food. That's why they should not have spent their night in the car, but they spent it. Though, bhairapani, okay, in that case we use though. You can circle this and though as well in your text. Let's continue next paragraph. Early in the morning, a car came along the road. They stopped the driver and asked him where the village was. He told them that it was just on the other side of the hill. They tied their car to his car and pulled them to the top of the hill. After that, their car ran all the way downhill to the village, where they found a hotel and had a good breakfast. Of course, if they had walked up the hill the night before, they would not have had to spend an uncomfortable night in the car. Have you found connectives over here? Of course, you have already. I know you are very smart enough to find out. Anyways, let me show. And is here, then, and again. Okay, mostly there is use of and in this text. Use of and in this text, we find and as connectives or conjunction in the text. Let's see what's there next. Okay, so with this we have done finding connectives in this in the text. We have done with that. Now we look at what activities are given in the grammar first. Grammar first unit 8, grammar first activity. What's there exactly? Let's go through that. Are you ready, all of you? I hope all of you are ready and excited to learn what is given in grammar 1. As we have discussed about connectives, here are some sentences to study. First of all, we are given some sentences to study. Study these sentences. Let's make a quick study of these sentences. Look at here. Number A. They went on for another 5 miles and the car suddenly stopped. What can you see over here highlighted for and? What did we find in the text before? And, use of and more, right? Use of and more in the text also to join two clauses. We found and here's also example of and. One more, let's go. What's there in the next? B. They thought that they had run out of petrol. They thought that they had run out of petrol, but they found that this was not the trouble. We have discussed this before as well in the text. They thought something but found something other. That is contrasting ideas. That's why but is used over here. Next example. We are continuing the same study sentences. We have to study these sentences. So how we will be able to use these connectives in sentences of our own. C. Number C. Although they had very little food with them, they decided to spend the night there. Although bhaira pani, right? We have already discussed this as well. Number D. They had very little food with them. However, they decided to spend the night there. Both sentences gives the same meaning. Only the use of connectives is different over here. Although and however. Here, however also gives the same meaning as although gives in the A. They have little food with them. However, bhaira pani, they decided to spend night over there. So this is the concept. Number E. There was not much room for 3 people. Room, what's the room? Mean, what is the meaning of room? You must remember, we have done in the reading text. What is the meaning of room? Space, right? Space. There was not much room for 3 people. There was not much space for 3 people. However, they managed to sleep there. Means bhaira pani, thori thang bhaira pani, they could manage. They could sleep over there. So this is the way we use although, however, and but. Okay, let's talk more on this text. Let's talk more on these connectives. I'll give you some sentences, okay, examples, so how you could be clear on this topic. Let me write on the board, okay. Use of, okay, although 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 I have the money, I won't buy the shoes. One. Another. I enjoy tea and cookies when I eat a snack. Okay, next one is I would like to buy those shoes, but I don't have the money. Two more. I'll give you two more sentence. One more. Okay, let's do one more. I want those shoes. I want those shoes. However, I don't have money. Okay. Look at here. Although I have the money, I won't buy the shoe. Here it says it doesn't matter. It doesn't make difference. It doesn't make difference either I buy shoes or not. Although I have money, but I'm not going to buy it. So it conveys, although conveys that sense. Next, I enjoy tea and cookies. Tea and cookies together. This cookies is one more extra, additional. One more additional thing. When something is added, additional thing is given, then and is used. Then third one. I would like to buy those shoes, but I don't have the money. So here what contrasting idea is given to give opposing idea. But gives the opposing idea, contrasting idea in the sentence. Next one, I want those shoes, however I don't have money. However I don't have, also that also gives an opposing idea. However also joins two clauses, two sentences with opposite idea, opposing idea. So this is the way we can make use of these connectives. Okay, let's go through exercises. I hope this time you can do it better. Now let's go to exercise. Okay, exercise B. Complete these sentences with and, but, although, or however. Okay, though we have already discussed about these connectives before in the examples on the board, and even we did with the text. Now we have to use these connectives in the blanks given over here. Are you ready, all of you? I hope you are ready. Okay, let's go through it. Number A. I passed the exam, I didn't get a better score. What is expected words we filled up over here? What can we feel it? I passed the exam, but, and, however, although, what matches over here? However, I didn't get a better score. Number B. It was raining. We still went to the park. Bhaira pani, right? It was pani porera pani. It was raining. Then what is the suitable word over here? Although, right? Although it was raining, we still went to the park. I hope you are guessing correctly. Your guess is right. Number C. She worked hard, made a lot of money. What is the word that fits over here? Worked hard, made a lot of money. So the word, the connective that fits into this blank is and. She worked hard and made a lot of money. Okay, equivalent. Number D. John bought the watch. John bought the watch and then gap. It was expensive. What is the word that fit into it? Bought the watch. It was expensive. What can we feel over here? Yes, and. John bought the watch and it was expensive. Number E. He was late. Wasn't allowed to get in. He was late and he was not allowed to get in. Now let's move to exercise. Oh, it's continue. We have some more to do. F to G. Okay. She is rich. Helpful. What do you think? Which word goes over here? But. She's rich but helpful. Thinking that generally these people may not be helpful, but helpful. Rich but helpful. There are people who are rich and helpful too, right? Number G. I finished homework. However, it wasn't easy. I finished it. However, it wasn't easy. See, contrasting. I finished the homework, but wasn't easy. However, it wasn't easy. That fits. Number H. We had an umbrella. We got extremely wet. Although we had an umbrella, we got extremely wet. Number I. She didn't want him to see her, hid behind a plant. What to fit over here? Which word fits over here? And. She didn't want to see her and hid behind a plant. The last one is, I don't like running, but I like swimming. I don't like running, but I like swimming. Different idea is there. So let me clap for those who have guessed all the answer correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wonderful job. We have done with this exercise. Now moving to the next. Let's see what is there next. Okay, we have even more interesting exercise to do over here. That is number C. Match the two halves to make meaningful sentences. So it is quite easy and interesting. We are to just match sentences to make it complete. Number A. Let's start with number A. We wanted to go to the show. B. Shall we go to the cinema? Although, number C. Although burgers are very tasty. Number D. My neighbors are friendly. Number E. I feel extremely tired. Okay. Let's find out how it can be completed with the remaining part. Let's match these expressions, these clauses with the remaining part over here on the right hand side. Okay, let's see. We wanted to go to the show. What matches? It matches it. Yes. Did you guess the same? But there wasn't any seats left. Did you guess the same? Maybe. Okay. Now let's go to number B. Shall we go to the cinema? What is the remaining four? What it could be? Shall we go to the cinema? Matches with? Okay, yes. And watch that film you were talking about. Number C. Although burgers are very tasty, they are not very healthy. See the contrasting idea. Tasty but not healthy. Number D. My neighbors are friendly, but they are noisy. Number E. I feel extremely tired. However, I went to bed. I went to bed late last night. So in this way we can match. Let me clap for those who have guessed all the answers correctly. Well done, my dear students. Okay, let's move on to the next. What is there? Are you ready? I hope all of you are ready. Let's move. What's given there next? Grammar II. Okay, we are entering to next topic, that is grammar II, second category. So we have done with connectives. Okay, now we are doing something other. What is that? Do you have any guess? You have guessed it already? Okay, let's go through it then. Again, we have study the following sentences. We are going to study some sentences and we will find out what we are going to do. Okay, here it goes. Oh, many sentences. We have 6 sentences over here, and let's find out what's the topic of grammar II. Number A. Anuradha Koirala used to teach school children, but now she doesn't. Okay. Here we have highlighted parts over here in these sentences. Used to. So we are to focus in highlighted part. Used to. Number B. She established Mighty Nepal in 1993. Established. Number C. I used to play marbles when I was a child, but now I don't. Used to play. Number D. I played football yesterday. Number E. People used to travel on foot 300 years ago, but now they travel by bus. Number F. People did not used to work in factories 500 years ago. So I hope you have already guessed which structure is focused over here. Yes, used to structure. Used to, and then past tense, simple past tense. Established, played, used to, did not used to. I hope you remember in previous class we had slightly started about talking about used to structure. How used to is used to talk about our past habit that we had in our past, but not now, right? Used to structure. So we are doing the exercises based on the same activity. Rewrite these sentences using used to as in example. Example, my family go to Pokhara for the weekend when I was young, but now they don't. See, look at this example. My family go to Pokhara. Now this should be rewritten like this. My family used to go to Pokhara for the weekend when I was young. They don't now. Used to go mean not in the present, in the past. It talks about our past habits, which we do not have now. Suppose, what example I gave you last time? I used to drink milk. I used to drink milk in the past, but I don't now. The habit that we used to do in the past, not now. So similar exercises are there. Look at here. Number A, Dinesh not like watching sports. Number B, my sister have short hair. So we have to rewrite these all the clues in this way using used to. Is that possible for you to do? Very easy, right? It's very easy. Okay, let me show you one by one, so how you'll be perfect to do this activity yourself. Dinesh not like watching sport, but he does now. That means not like. What's the negative form of I used to? I did used to. Let me write on the board, okay? For your convenience, remember this structure, so how you can do this exercise easily. Okay, this is about what? Habitual past. Topic is habitual past. I or any other subject used to talk about used to plus first form of the verb, that means verb 1, right? And then negative is I did not, or the contracted form didn't, you can use didn't, and you as a used to plus first form of the verb in this way. Remember this structure while doing this exercise. So here Dinesh not like watching sport, but he does now. We can rewrite in this way. Answer: Dinesh didn't used to watch sport. You don't need to write along for that. Answer of number B: my sister used to have short hair when she was younger. C: Neetu not wear jeans, but she does now. We can write Neetu didn't used to wear jeans. Number D: we go to visit our relatives on New Year's Day, but now we don't. We used to visit our relatives on New Year's Day. Similarly, I go to bed early, but now I don't. We can write it, I used to go to bed early. F: my grandfather drink a cup of coffee after dinner every night, can be rewritten as my grandfather used to drink a cup of coffee after dinner every night. Number G: he walked along the beach every evening before bed. He used to walk along the beach every evening before bed. H: she loved playing badminton before she hurt her shoulder. She used to love badminton before she hurt her shoulder. I have long hair when I was a child. I used to have a long hair when I was a child. Or you can just say, I used to have a long hair. In this way, we have completed that exercise. We have one more exercise, that is number C. Complete the story, use past simple forms of the verb from the bracket. Okay, we just need to change these verbs into the past tense. Let's do it quickly. One autumn evening, Charles and Beth go past form is went to the theater. They attended a play. The play past form started at 7. Charles and Beth enjoyed the play. After the play, they walk. What's the past form of walk? Walked. Okay, walked together in the park. They did not walked again, right? Walked beside the lake. The noon B verb was bright. They talked about their future. When Charles and Beth go past form went again, went home, their children not be were not asleep. They wait past form waited for Charles and Beth to return. They, B form again. What is your guess? Come on, guess it. They were excited to hear about the play. Charles, what's the past form of tale? Told the children about the play. Then bet, put, past form also put the children to the bed. Charles and Bet were very tired, and finally it was a good night. Okay, in this way we can complete this exercise. Okay, one more thing I have here. This is the last activity we have today. Here are many pictures. Please form the sentences using used to structure or didn't used to about these pictures. Suppose first one, what is the boy doing over here? Playing skipping. So you can say, I used to play skipping in my childhood. And here, what is the girl doing? Running. I used to run. I used to run, or I didn't used to run. What do you say? So in this way, third picture is about hiking, milk. I have already shared with you this one. I used to drink milk in my childhood. And the final one is dance. So form sentences related to all these pictures. This is your homework. With this, we have come to the end of today's class. I hope you have learned and enjoyed today's class. That's all for today. Thank you. Namaste.